Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and welcome to one of the first of a series we're doing on food. We've decided that many of you out there may want some good suggestions for your clients, and we're going to try to deliver some of the best restaurants, some of the best chefs, and some of the great culinary experiences that you can suggest, you can recommend to your customers and yourself if you're in the area. So the woman I have today is a wonderful chef down in Atlanta, Suzanne Visethin of Buttermilk Kitchen in Atlanta, and also the author of Brunch Season. And we all know how popular brunch is. And we're going to talk to her a little bit about what her restaurant offers, as well as her book. And you'll find out about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. Suzanne, first of all, great to see you, and thank you for taking the time to speak with us. Can you talk? First of all, where is your restaurant? It's in Atlanta, right?
Yes, it's in Atlanta, Georgia. It's in the Buckhead neighborhood.
Okay.
So yeah, it's right on Roswell Road.
Okay. Well, as I said, I get down there occasionally, so hopefully I'll get a chance to really try it. And talk a little bit about your career as a chef. When did you start in the business, and how did you progress? What's your training?
Yeah, so I went to culinary school right out of college, which was like 2006,
Hmm.
and was simultaneously working at a fine dining restaurant at night and then going to culinary school and also working in catering in the morning. So I had a pretty packed schedule, but I learned a ton and just had a bunch of restaurant jobs, and then that led to some private dining, some private chefing, which eventually led to I opened like a small catering and cafe called the Hungry Peach, sold that, and then opened Buttermilk Kitchen in 2012.
So you've been around for a while now. You've become
Yeah,
almost an institution, huh?
yeah, we're trying. That's the
Yeah.
goal.
Now, talk a little bit about Buttermilk Kitchen. What kind of food, we mentioned brunch is something what kind of food do you focus on there? And why do you think the restaurant has been so well recognized and reviewed and really, as I said earlier, maybe an Atlanta culinary institution?
Yeah, we focus primarily on American Southern style brunch food, high emphasis on local quality ingredients. Dishes, kind of standout dishes, we're really known for our fried chicken, our buttermilk drop biscuits, and then we do have a seasonal menu that changes like every 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so you are brunch, any brunch, lunch, not dinner or not?
No dinner.
No
No.
dinner. So you got to go
Yeah.
for brunch and lunch and sort
Yeah.
of breakfast.
We're open from 8 to 2, and then we extend our hours to 3 on Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha. So you got that. Now, what can guests really expect when they dine at the restaurant? What do you try to deliver?
Well, we really put emphasis on a great dining experience, warm service. The restaurant's actually situated in an old home, so it really does feel like you're eating in someone's house. That's really important to us. Again, real relatable, classic style brunch type dishes, but slightly elevated. But I would, some of our standout stuff are just like great buttermilk pancakes and biscuits and seasonal stuff, but kind of just your typical brunch fare.
No, that sounds wonderful, and I love brunch. As I told you earlier, it's great. Now,
Me too.
yeah, well, you're cooking it too, so you got to love it, I guess. But maybe you get tired of it a little while after a while.
Oh, sometimes.
No, there's no way you can get tired of great pancakes and biscuits and all that. Now, what you've also written a best-selling cookbook, Brunch Season, right?
Yes.
What kind of food is showcased? What are the things? Is it all the stuff that's from the restaurant? What's in there?
It's kind of a mix. It is highly focused on seasonal brunch dishes that either I love to cook and make at home or that have been featured on a rotating menu in the restaurant. So it really just depends. It does follow me through the seasons, through the farmers markets and just things that, restaurant or ingredients at their peak and just fun brunch twists on them.
No, that's fantastic, and I gotta pick up that cooking and give it to my son-in-law, who's actually a budding chef.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so even though that's not his main career, but he loves to cook. Now, Uh, a lot has been written recently about you. You've been featured in, I guess, Garden and Gun, which was interesting. You've been featured in, where you're talking about your, this sounded wonderful, baby Vidalia casserole with bacon recipe.
Hmm.
There's that one, and you've also been featured in Condé Nast Traveler and on the Today Show and in Chowhound. How has all that helped you and Buttermilk Kitchen become really a major, we said institution earlier in Atlanta?
Yeah, we've been really fortunate with great press, word of mouth. And I think, especially when you're appealing to a broader audience like that, being on the Food Network, anything that you can appeal to people from all over, that helps becoming sort of a destination. So that's, I feel like, has really helped us a lot, is we've really been able to pull people from all over the country that have wanted to come see us because they saw us on a show or they read
Yeah.
an article. So that's been really helpful. We've also been around almost 14 years. So obviously you get a lot of word of mouth through those years. And Atlanta has become such a busy city with people coming and going all the time. So I think it's, a little mix of great location and
So you
really
think
good
with
press.
with your restaurant, you've become kind of a destination restaurant in Atlanta, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. We've heard that. So it's been awesome to see.
Now, you also are really widely recognized as a culinary specialist in brunch, and you've made, I mean, some of the things you have the biscuits, we talked about it. You got homemade jams and sort of seasonal Southern style inspired dishes. How do you come up with all these recipes?
Well, I think it's my main focus, right? So I am a chef by trade, and I think a lot of chefs, what was different is not too many of them are in the brunch arena. So that is just something that has always been my main focus. And I
Right.
think it's like anything, right? You really focus heavily on it, you're gonna hopefully be good at it or successful at it. So, breakfast is just something I love to cook and eat personally, and I've just put a lot of time and energy on my dishes. So,
Well, and then that with that kind of dedication, with people now coming there for so many years, obviously they have recognized you. Now, what's next for you and Buttermilk Kitchen down in Atlanta? I mean, you told me earlier before the interview began that you've opened in Maine somewhere, right?
yes, it's kind of a crazy story. My husband and I relocated to Camden, Maine, which is on the coast, and almost 3 years ago, and we took over an 81-year-old diner that was right downtown and opened another buttermilk kitchen here where it's kind of like our little sister that's where we have more emphasis on seafood,
Oh,
again, we're
wow.
on the coast. But it is a lot of similarities, a lot of the same staple dishes you'll find from both restaurants. And that is enough to keep me really busy. I also have a about to be 2-year-old daughter. So I have been super busy these past couple years, and we'll see what's next. I'm going to focus on the two right now.
Well, I'm sure you've probably figured out some interesting applications for lobster.
Yeah, lots of
In
lobster.
your, yeah, that lots of lobster. You have to have something with lobster in there.
We
Now
actually have a lobster biscuit on the menu.
You've got me there. I'm definitely coming up for that. We said which is the easiest for me to get to because I'm in the New York area, and you suggested Maine, but I said either one. I have relatives down in Atlanta, so I might see that first. But now, what would you say? We go out to about 125,000 travel advisors. How would you suggest they best should they secure a reservation for their clients before they travel to Atlanta or Maine now?
Yeah, well, specifically in Atlanta, we don't take reservations in the main location.
Okay.
But in Atlanta, we do, and it's very easy to book one. It's just buttermilkkitchen.com, select the Atlanta location. And, weekday reservations are a little bit easier than the weekend. I would say in the weekend, you want to book about 3 weeks in advance if you can. But we do take walk-ins as well.
Oh, fantastic. So, all right, well, get your reservations in for your clients if you want to, or for yourself. Although I guess you're not going to, if you want to, you don't want to worry about that, go to Maine and
Yeah,
you'll find out you'll find this, and you're going to have the lobster biscuit. So that sounds great. Listen, I want to thank you for taking the time. I'm certainly, next time I'm in Atlanta or Maine, I'm going to make it a point to come by and check
please
out
go.
your meals. It sounds like a wonderful thing. And for you out there, for all our travel advisors, next time you have a customer going through especially Atlanta on business or even for leisure, please check out Buttermilk Kitchen. And also buy the book,
Yeah, please.
Brunch Season, and you can make these things hopefully yourself. Although I think I have a better time just eating your food than trying to figure out how to make it. So
Well,
again,
thank you so much.
well, thank you. And for all you out there, this is James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report.